What is up, YouTube? Master here, and I'm coming at you with my new deck profile for my Fluffal Deck. Yeah, Fluffles. This deck I'm going to be bringing to regionals in Philadelphia. It's on the 29th. If you're there, hook me up. Hit me up and all that stuff. Not hook me up. I'm already doing that myself, but whatever. Yeah, so hit me up if you're there. I believe maybe a couple other YouTubers will be there too, not sure, but this is a deck I most likely will be using. Not sure about the full of maybe the extra on the side, but the main deck should stay the same. If anything changes, I'll give you a deck profile afterwards. If anything does change, if I add anything, take away anything, so you know how it's going to be. So let's get off first with the monsters. So before I get into it, I'm going to tell you all Fluffal monsters, usually their effect activates either when they're fused together as fusion material, or if they are supposed to summon normal or special summon from the hand. That being said, I've been able to come up with a few really good combos. I'm mostly practicing against my friends, or my brother, or myself and all that stuff, or AIs and stuff. But DevPro, for some reason, won't let me use polymerization. No idea why, but it says it's banned, but it's not banned. So let me get into it. So I'm running 3 Fluffal Dogs. Ooh, glare. Sorry about that. 3 Fluffal Dogs. It's literally Stratos from the deck. When it's this card, when it's normal or special summon, you can no idea what it's glaring. Sorry about that, guys. You can add one either Edgem Saber or Fluffal Monster from your deck to your hand, and that's mostly that's just about it. You can only use that card effect once per turn. That's about it, except for Fluffal Dog. I don't know why. I thought there was more, but no, that's it. Look, so you can add a Fluffal, except for Fluffal Dog, or Edgem Saber from your deck. Again, it can only be normal or when it's normal or special summon from the hand. So there's pretty good a lot of hand combos with the summoning. So 3 Stratos for that. I'm running 3 Fluffal Owl, which is like another Stratos for polymerization. When it's normal or special summon from your hand, you can search 1 polymerization from your deck and add it to your hand. And really good card to get off the fusions. There's a couple other combos for other deck profiles I've seen with this, but I prefer to use it with a couple other combos coming up. But also, it's got a secondary effect. You can only use one of its effects once per turn. So, as far as I know now, that's how it is, because that's how there has yet to be any rulings on these guys. But I believe it's, as far as I know, I believe it is once per turn, because that's how DevPro rules and all that stuff. So you can only use one of them. So normal summon it, use its effect to get polymerization. You can't use its other effect. Other effect is you pay 500 life points. It's literally polymerization itself. Pay 500 life points, special summon 1. Fight for fusion monster by using material either on your side of the field or in your hand. So it's really good if you don't have any more polys or anything that fuses in your deck that you can't search and all that stuff. Just go and use that. Plus, I don't know. There wasn't a plus there. I just was gonna say it's got 1,000 attack points, which besides Dog with 17 and Lion, which I don't run. I don't run Leo at all. It's the only Fluffal that I don't run. All of them are really kind of weak, but they're weak in stats, but okay in effects if you do it right. I'm running 2 Rabbit. Rabbit's good for when it's used. Unlike the other ones, it has no normal summoning or special summoning effect. It's when it's used, sent to the graveyard as fusion material, you can add 1 Edgem Saber or Fluffal Monster. I believe it's just target. So any of them. It doesn't have to be used in the fusion material, as long as it's besides Rabbit. So say if I use Dog or something like that, I can re-add Dog to my hand. Any it could be already in the graveyard. I can add it to my hand. So that's how you get the recycling effects. Right now I just run it at 2. I might run it at 3. I'm not sure about that. For some reason, 2 just seems right. Plus the deck's already at 41 cards, so for right now I might add it in the side deck. But I guess we'll figure out that later. But for right now, just 2. Also, okay, I'm running 2 Fluffal Cats. Fluffal Cat does the same thing with Rabbit when it's sent to the graveyard with material, except it re-adds polymerization from your hand to your hand. It could be, you could use Owl's effect sent to the grave, and sorry, people are walking out. Sent to the grave, and then as long as you use it as a fusion material, you still get the effect. So, I'm sorry about that glare, dude, guys. Sorry, really sorry about that. But you still get the effect off because it was used as a material sent to the grave, and you can re-add a polymerization, which is really good. There's a lot of recycling in this deck. Finally, with the Fluffles, I run 2 bear. People don't really run that many bear. I run 2 only because technically there's 3 reasons. The first reason is because one of the fusions needs bear, and I run 2 of the. Both of the fusions can be used with bear, so it's more fodder for fusion summoning. Also, if it's in my hand, I can tribute it. I can send to the grave to set one toy vendor from my deck to my side of the field, which is really good. Plus, and not really most people use this second effect. Sorry about that, guys. My mom walked in. Had to say goodnight and all that stuff, but yeah. So, like I was saying, you can summon this card to the field, and you can tribute it. Not really many people use this effect. You can actually tribute it to re-add a polymerization from your graveyard to your hand. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, just double checking because I don't really use the effect because I usually just ditch it for Toy Vendor. But now that I definitely know that effect, if I need to, I can always re-add, which is really good because it doesn't have to be used as a fusion material. And if I special summon it with some of the combos, I already get it free, so I might as well. If I can't, get like any other things out to search for one, I'll use as much as I can. So that's the end of the Fluffle. Well, technically, this isn't really Fluffle, but it still goes with the engine. I'm running 3 sabers. Some people run it 2. No, it's even though its main reason there is for to be fusion summoned. I like to go in Xyz plays with level 3s. With the engine that's coming up next, it's really goes in really good with it because it's level 3 Fiend, which is very good searchable for the next stuff. But again, let me just stick with this card. This card got okay stats, but its really good thing is its effect. When it's in the graveyard, you can re-add 1 card. You can add 1 card from your hand to the top of your deck. Then you can special summon this card in defense. You can only use this card, this Edgem Saber's effect, once per turn. And not like, hey, if I have 1, I can use it again with another. No, you can only use 1 overall, 1 Edgem Saber effect. So if you have 2 in the grave, only pick 1. Which is really good with when I get the Toy Vendor, which really gets some of the really good plays off in combos. So that's done with the Fluffle engine. The other engine, which I really go with, is the 1 Scarm, 3 Tour Guide, which, allows me to search out fiends, and Edgem Saber is a level 3 fiend, which really goes good with that, plus the Scarm, which allows me to search out, when it goes to the grave, search out level 3 fiend as well. So, really, it's searching for going to either Xyz or Fusion. I mostly go into Xyz plays. I actually have won some duels with not even summoning a Fluffle monster at all, just going with these and the sabers. That's it. Using that and going into Xyz plays, which is really fun. But Fluffal Deck, you want to go into stuff, but you'll find out later why I go into Xyz and other stuff a lot more besides the actual Fluffle stuff. But again, here for the searchers. I run 1 Junk Synchron for some synchro play, plus almost a good number of them besides Dog and Bear. All the other Fluffles, and Leo, but I don't have Leo in here, are level either 2 or below. So it really allows me to pull out a monster really quick if I need to. And plus I can go into some synchro plays, and you need some beaters out there. So, another monster. Plus another level 3 for Xyz. And I'm also running 1 Denku Sekai, however you pronounce it. But really good card. I've started off with this a lot, either on my second turns, and it's been really good with me. Like, no monsters on their side of the field. I summon this. Say if they have like any back row, can't summon it. I'm no back row. They go in that. They can't activate their stuff. So I just go and like special summon my Scarm in defense. Scarm gets blown up because it can be special summoned because I have no spell or trap cards. Special summon, boom, I got a card. Or even say if I have a set card face down and I activate it, and that's the only card I have face down, its effect then activates. Even if it's like, say if I have like I don't know, like Macrocosmos or sorry guys, just stretching out a bit. Macrocosmos or what is it? Vanity's Emptiness. Activate the trap, Continuous trap card. Really work with stalls for the special summoning and stalls back row. So excellent. And if people like to set their MSTs, which I do too. I set MSTs so I can use it on my opponent's turn. But if you set the MST, you can't use the MST, which is really sucky. But I love stalling. So that's all for the Monster Engine. Here's going to the spell cards. I'm running 3 copies of Toy Vendor. Toy Vendor, really good card. It's another searcher, special summon stuff. So Toy Vendor is searchable by Bear, and possibly I'm thinking about adding maybe Watchdog, which searches a continuous spell card. So if you're running a continuous spell card deck, add at least one Watchdog to search for that stuff. But really good card if search, set, special summon. But the combo with Edge Saber is really good, since you have Edge Saber. If it's in the graveyard to special summon it, you have to add 1 card in your hand to the top of your deck. Then, say if you had like a Fluffle monster, say if you want to get a couple cards out, like add Fluffle Dog to the top of your deck. Do that. Activate Toy Vendor. You get to discard 1 card, which usually I end up with like a hand of maybe 2 Toy Vendors, or a Toy Vendor and a Bear. Which, if I do that, I discard a Toy Vendor. Then I get to search off. Say if I get Dog, special summon Dog, get to search off a Dog. And when Toy Vendor goes to the grave, you get to search 1 Edge Saber or Fluffle monster from your deck to your hand. So now you're getting double searches. Or sometimes I go with Owl, and then I get to search for Owl off too. So it's a searcher, and even if it's on the field, MST, boom, I still get to search. So really good card, really another very good summoning searcher for the main engine. This deck is really pretty good. I'm running 2 MSTs in the main deck. So, MSTs, Quill Forwards, Pendulums are things, and Emptiness and back row. Back row for days sucks. But, I'm running 2 Poly because it's searchable. I would run it at 3, but I'm also running 2 Instant Fusion, Fusion Substitute, which is really good. It's the same thing as Polymerization, except they have to be on the field. What Poly does. I don't have to talk about that. But Instant Fusion also. Say if I have a Fusion Monster in my graveyard, I can re-add that Fusion Monster to my extra deck. And do I also add yeah, I banish this card. I forgot to say banish this card. Target 1 Fusion Monster in my graveyard, re-add to my extra deck, and then draw 1 card. I get so many pluses there. I get 2 pluses. 2 pluses. Plus, it's already, since it's considered Polymerization, it says down there. See, I don't think you see it. It needs to focus, but it says this card name is treated as Polymerization. Just look up at the wiki or something like that, because I don't know why my camera's not really like doing it well. Nope, not gonna do it. All right. So it's treated as Polymerization. So it's searchable with Owl, re-addable with Cat, re-addable with Bear. So if you re-add Polymerization, counts it. And for the last ones, here's my singles. I'm running 1 for 1, so I can get my Cat and Rabbit to my hand. Plus, send more cards in the graveyard, mostly Edge Imp. 1 Soul Charge, just in case if I need to bring some cards back. Because even though Edge Imp returns and Fluffal Rabbit re-adds, that's about it. So, but sometimes you need a bit more. And 1 Battle Fusion. Battle Fusion's a pretty good card, since all of the Fright for Monsters, the fusions, are pretty low in attack strength. This card's really good. It works on either my battle phase or my opponent's battle phase. Whenever one of my fusion monsters battles another opponent's monster, it doesn't have to be a fusion. Just whenever that my fusion monster gains until the end of the damage step, my fusion monster gains the attack points equal to my opponent's attack. That opponent's attacking monster. So if I go up to, let's see, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, I gain 4,500 attack points. Really good card. It was used with Jaden and Zane, ending of the first GX season. So whatever. They're just trivia of the day. Woo! Plus it's quick play. Woo! And that's the end of the spells. All the traps. I'm not running a lot of them because of the Denku Sekai. Just because I don't really want to get stuck. I really want to get that effect off. So, and it's just really basic trap cards. Not really. There's maybe 1 or 2 things in here that might not be usual, but let's go. I'm running 1 Bottomless. I only have 1 Breakthrough because I only have 1 Breakthrough. Uh, I'm running one of the new fusion recoveries. I was gonna run two, but one works for right now. What it does is I can reveal one fusion monster in my extra deck, and then I can add one of the fusion materials listed on this card from your deck to your hand, then target one polymerization from your graveyard and add to your hand. So it's re-adds polymerization and also lets me add material for fusion monster. Though it might show my opponent what fusion monster I have, but who cares? One Solemn Warning for one Vanity's Emptiness, only because I have one Vanity's Emptiness. Since the older one, the original one, the common one, one Compulse, one Draining Shield, because again, a lot of the monsters are really weak, and if I can get some life points instead of losing my monster and taking damage, I would love to bait them in, hit them. And one Mirror Force, because a lot of people just leave monsters in attack mode. I changed the monster, and I played one time on Dev Pro with this deck. I had like a monster in attack mode, and I was gonna go, oh, let's just all out attack, do a lot of damage. And I'm like, no, I think I'll switch the other two and go for a different thing. Thank God I did that, because the opponent Mirror Force me, and I could have lost all my monsters. I hate that. I don't know why people don't run more Mirror Force. Mirror Force is an awesome card. But that's all for the main deck. I just stretch out my legs real quick. Blood circulation. Alright, so for the extra deck, let me just grab it. That's some of the side deck. Yeah, here's the extra deck. So let's go. For the fusion engine, I'm running 2 Fright for Bear, because you need Bear and Edge and Scissor to make it. So since I only have 2 Bear, I only have 2 of these. It's only got 2,200 attack points, which is the strongest of the 2 Fright for monsters right now. And even later on in Secrets of Eternity, we have Fright for Tiger, which even though I'll go into more of that, it's still weak. It's at 1,900, but okay if you can get it off in like if you go second. Really good if you can get it off like second turn. Not really good unless they have like really low monsters. What it does if I attack and destroy destroy an opponent's monster? Do I have to send it to the graveyard? Yeah, and since it's the graveyard, they'll still get the graveyard effect. Like if I go against the Burning Abyss, they'll still go to the graveyard, but get their effect. But sorry about the glare. I'm just gonna hold it right now. That card is then sent to my side of the field as into the spell and trap card zone as an equipped spell card, and it gains the equipped spell card gains the effect to increase Fright for Bear by 1,000 attack points. So as long as I have spaces in the spell and trap card zone, I can keep on doing this. So Fright for Bear can go up to maybe 70, 72, which is pretty good. Like, if I can build it up maybe like just one and give me 32, which is a pretty formidable attack. I would love if like some of the other cards like defend, but what are you gonna do? I'm also running 3 Fright for Wolf. This is the guy I'm mostly going to, just because he's easier to go in, easier to summon. It's 1 Edge Imp Saber and 1 or more Fluffal monster, which is really good. Even though its attack points are only 2,000, it can attack. Its effect is really good. It can attack once per material, not just Fluffle, the Edge Imp as well. So even if you lowest amount of it, it still gets 2 attacks, which is why most people do an OTK with it. But I'm not a big it's not. I didn't build this for an OTK deck. I just built this for fun, just to see how far I can go with it, and just try new combos. Break out of the shell. So sorry for that. Really good if you want to get multiple effects off, and summon more of them. So. Just swarm the field. Just swarm the field with these guys. That's all for the fusions. I'm running a good number of XCs. So for the level 3s, I'm running 1 Alucard, because, level 3s are everything in this deck. 1 Zen Mines, back row. No. Some really good defense. I realized first time, found out that Zen Mines actually has to live to get its effect off, but, number 17, so if I do want to get off the Scarm effect, go in the first turn, just drop it. 147, because, direct attack and all that stuff. And the last one for the 3s, 1 number 49, which I've loved this card, saved my butt a lot, mostly because it's re-adding ability, so I can research, re-add my tour guides and my Scarms and all that, and then research for stuff, which I love. I love searching. For 4s, I'm running 1 Castel. There's maybe 4 monsters, so I don't really want to go, I don't ever get the chance to go into it that much. I have one level 6, number 39 Utopia Beyond. This will be the last 6Es. Really because all the Fright Fur fusions, they're all level 6 monsters, and I end up getting a couple of them off on my side of the field in one turn. And since there aren't really any big beaters, this monster has 3,000 attack points, which is really good, and a really good effect as well. So when special summon the turn special summon, all my opponent's monsters on their side of the field that are on the field go to 0. So even if it's not ends my turn, they're still at 0. All their attacks are at 0. So if they like attack me the last turn, I can get this off. I'm inflicting 3,000 points of damage. I don't use its other effect because there's no other Utopia monsters in my graveyard, so I wouldn't be getting one. Which, now that I think about it, maybe I might add another one of these or side deck it, just so I can get the possibility of having 2 of these guys out, and just. And I just did that. Yes, I did. And maybe some. Plus, you gain like 20, 25, 50. That's very specific, but it's half of Utopia's regular attack points, so that makes sense. So, again, just a beater, just a really good beater. That's the end of my Xyz. Now I'm going to the Synchros. There's only 3 of them. I run 1 Goyo Guardian just because it's Goyo Guardian. Black Rose, blow up field, and 1 Crimson Blader actually. Crimson Blader is pretty good, even though most of the main meta decks nowadays don't really go with levels that much. Except for, if you go against, like, Yang Zing or, Shadalls. Actually, Shadalls, that would be, it's really good against Shadalls, but, Burning Abyss is in the top deck right now, and, so, not going to go up against that, but, everything else besides Burning Abyss or anything Xyz, you're not going to really do anything about that, because it only affects levels, not ranks, but, again, beater, kind of a beater, but mostly just blow up, just clear out the way, and then, if anything's in the grave, I can recycle, especially if it's at Jimp, and Goyo to get more. Hopefully, I can maybe get a couple cards on my side of the field for more beating, but who knows? That's it for the side deck main deck, extra deck. Going to side, I side 1 Scarm because I don't know, just 2 maybe might be a bit more, but who knows? We'll see what happens. 1 Redox because all the Fluffles are Earth types, even though they're fairies, they're Earth types. Granted, I haven't really gotten to hang around with Dragon Rollers yet. I was never, around to. I never was in the game when they were going around, so I'm not sure how to really use them as effectively. I have 103 because 4s, and another combo I have in extra deck which really helps it as well. I'll definitely main deck this when Tiger comes out, but I'll get that to later. 1 Belize. If I want to get into that, another 3,000 beater, and it's really a defensive attacking card, so that's good. That's all for the monsters in my side deck. I have the 3rd MST in there. 1 Fusion Recovery, just for, to bring cards back. 1 Wonder Balloons, because Wonder Balloons is a pretty good card for this deck, because it lowers my opponent's monsters' attack points by 300 per counter on this, and the counters are stackable. So, what you have to do is you discard as many cards as you want from your hand to the grave. So that's a good way to get, Scarm's effect and get Edge Imps in the grave, which they really work good when they're in the grave already. So then they're stackable. Lowers my opponent's monsters by 300 per, which if I do go into number 103, which then I can banish, draw cards and everything. So that's good, but I hardly ever go into that, but so I just have that there. Just in case. 1 Centrifugal Field, because Centrifugal Field is a pretty good card unless I'm going up against Shadalls. When a fusion monster is destroyed, the owner of the fusion monster can special summon one of the fusion material monsters. I believe it doesn't matter if it's defense or attack on your side of the field, but it has to be listed on it. So there's probably a big discussion about with Wolf, because Wolf says 1 or more Fluffle, so I guess it doesn't matter. If so, then I just add gems, so I would just get that effect anyway, so that's why I side deck it. And 1 Card Trader, because you kind of want to get the cards you need, and even though Toy Vendor is a pretty good card for searching, it's just good to have that on the side. So that's it for the spell engine of the side deck. And finally, with the traps, I run 1 Light Imprisoning Mirror for, Satellar Knights and possibly Constellars if they're still around. I don't have a Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. I would love to have that so I can combat Burning Abyss and Shadalls, but I don't. 1 Final Fusion. I got this free when I ordered from guy on eBay, which I got the Battle Fusions from. Really good card against Shaddolls, so that's why I side deck it. If one of my fusion monsters battles an opponent's fusion monster, we target both monsters, negates the attacks, and we both take damage equal to the combined attack of our monsters. So it's kind of to hopefully I have more life points than my opponent, or just hopefully get into a tie. So it's like a last minute thing. Double Passe, I run one of those because Double Passe, it's pretty cool. I'm mostly thinking about a strategy with it with Wolf, because this allows, if one of my monsters to attack, say if they attack Wolf and want to destroy it, I can switch that to a direct attack to me as long as I can, withstand it. My monster not destroyed, I take the damage, and during my next battle phase, the monster that can attack it directly. It doesn't say like how many times, just that it can attack directly that battle phase. So with Wolf, since it can attack multiple times, I can possibly take out the rest of his life points. My other fusion reserve is in here. Just, I don't know if I'll ever need another one, just having it there. I might switch it out for something else, but who knows. And 2-dimensional prisons, just because it's deep prison. So, thank you guys for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button down there and all that stuff. Watch some more of my videos. Build a Fluffal deck, because this is really completely fun. Quick one thing. Fluffal Fright for Tiger. It's the same materials as Wolf, Edge Inhibitor and one or more Fluffal monster, but it's pretty good. Got 2 effects. First one, it's blow ups the field per what's called material used, not just Fluffal Edge Saber as well, which is good. Clear out the stuff. Plus, it increases the attack of all Fright for monsters by 300 per Fright for monsters or Fluffal monsters you control on your side of the field. So that increases the attack of your monsters really good. The only downside is you can only have one of those on. You can only control one of them on your side of the field at a time. So I'll probably maybe switch out a bear and a wolf for them, but who knows? I'll have to get there when Secrets of Eternity comes out. So back to what I was saying. Like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Check out my Facebook page. Check out my other videos. I should have links to other deck profiles down there from other YouTubers or Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTubers, however you like it. But if not, check it out. There's a lot of other deck builds. Hopefully when I get back, if I make any changes, I'll put another one up. And I should have a couple other deck profiles. I might make a UA and a Super Heavy Samurai, because those look awesome too. But if I don't, I'll definitely have more content for you. And the openings for the goalies for my new Challenger boxes that I got 6 of them. The opening will be up. Videos just finalizing all that stuff. So, subscribe, please. I got 2 or 3 subscribers. So please, just subscribe, please. I'm not, begging or anything. I'm just saying, if you could subscribe, please subscribe. All right. Love you guys. Peace out and keep dueling.